Hey everyone, this is Candace. Welcome back to day 94 of my 100-day health challenge. I am finally able, for about a week now, after a week, to sit down and actually do a little bit of a longer video. I did get at least one long video in while I was gone and some kind of medium ones, but a lot of it was just really short. So it's kind of nice to be back home and be able to do a little bit longer videos. Although I have to say, the trip was amazing and I had so much fun and it was just an absolute wonderful blessing of a time. So all that to say that I'm back officially for longer videos right now, but it's also day 94 and I'm literally 6 days away from day 100. And this is one of the most insane feelings. It just seems so crazy. I don't even sometimes kind of like, I have to do a double take and almost be like, wow, what next? Like, this has been amazing. And no, have I been the greatest at it? No. Has it been perfect? No. And has that been bad? No. Have there been days that have been terrible? Yes. Have there been totally terrible? There's been bright spots in them. Have there been days where it felt like it was the end of the world? Yeah. I think this has just been an incredible up and down journey and just a real just step forward in my health journey. I'm going to be totally honest with you right now. I think that the biggest takeaway, and maybe this does not surprise you, but in some ways I think for me it is because I wasn't always sure that I could do it. I wanted that. I said that. I hoped for that. I tried to be confident in that, but I really did not think I could do it. And so I think one of the biggest takeaways I'm finding, and again, I'm gonna do this at the very end too, to just look back, and I've been reflecting the whole time, but to consistently do something for 100 days when your health is not great, that has been amazing. That has been a huge blessing. And I think, and a lot of you are gonna understand this, and we each have this experience in a way, but some of us experience it different than others. And I think if you have chronic health issues or something really hard going on, and I never want us to compare. I think we all go through worse things than other people in ways that are unique to us. And I think we also have things that are far better than we realize that sometimes we just take for granted that other people look at our lives and wish they had. And I don't mean that in like, oh, let's be arrogant because look at all the stuff we have. I'm just saying sometimes I think we both need to realize that there are other people going through worse things in their own unique way, but also be gracious enough to realize that there are days where what we're going through is worse than others. And that's not a comparison thing. I think it's a gracious thing to be able to say, we're all in this boat together. We're all human. We all face good times. We all face bad times. We all face the ups and downs. We've been created to live a better life than this. We have purpose to glorify God and to be the creations that He made us to be, to live in family and community, and in that sort of joy and better life. And so I just think to me, it's a comfort to think that, because I think I've always either felt that I was being too arrogant to think that how could what I'm going through really be as bad as someone else, and like therefore I shouldn't be feeling this way. That I think I was, so I guess I would say I was hard on myself in one way because I felt that it was arrogant and selfish to feel like I was suffering, even though I definitely have suffered. And maybe it's not in the same way as someone else, and maybe it's and in fact everything's unique to each person, but we do experience a lot of the same things. We may handle them differently, we may experience them differently, but we have the same hurts and pains and things. Like, we're not alone in this. But I think to me, it always felt arrogant and selfish and foolish, and like I wasn't having enough faith or hope or trust if I suffered or felt like I was suffering or going through tough emotions and negative times. But on the flip side of that, then also feeling guilty for celebrating the good that was in my life and is in my life, because I think we're also taught that like, oh, look at how much we have, and other people would kill to have your life and they'd love to have your life. Therefore, why are you complaining and all this stuff? And then also to then realize And that's the thing, that's not true either. Yes, we need to be aware to not be, setting up the stuff we have as like some prideful thing. But it's also not bad to celebrate what we have, the blessings and the upsides in this life. But then on the flip side of that, like I was saying, it's also good to realize that, yes, there are people going through hard things. And there are going to be people who are also going through worse things than you are. And to be gracious and understanding and understand that they're going through their own unique thing, and that we're literally all in our brokenness together. We're broken people working through this life and finding hope in God, or at least I hope that's where we're at. And and I'm just sharing my thoughts and beliefs on this, but I think that I've just learned so much about that. And I think with someone, so for me, having spent time genuinely unable, literally unable to do anything, to be homebound, oftentimes bedridden, to be reliant on others, codependent on family to take care of me, and feeling guilty for that and feeling down on myself, and having gone through times where it was a struggle to do anything. Coming this far in one thing, and first off, I'm just so thankful for that. And that is an amazing blessing. Where I am today compared to where I was just like 7 years ago, 6 years ago even just a year ago, like to look where I am now, but definitely to look where I was like 6 and 7 years ago. And that I literally could not have done anything, couldn't have had a job, couldn't have done all these things. And to look at me now, it's like, look at what I'm doing now and what's next. But then also to realize that one thing that I'm taking away from this 100-day challenge is that I have shown up every day for 100 days. Yes, have I posted some videos after midnight because they either took so long uploading, or I had to video at 11:45 and then get the video posted? Or have I had to do audio before because I was so sick? I was literally recording my voice in bed because I couldn't hold the phone up to video me in bed, and I felt miserable. Have I been in the dark videoing before because I was light sensitive with a migraine? Have I had days where I just wanted to not even do anything and I showed up anyways because I just figured at least a 20-second video is better than none? Yes, I've done it. And I think, and yes, I'm 6 days away from 100, but I think for me to just look back and say, I think this is the first thing I've done consistently every day for 100 days in years. Yes, have I showed up for work, but have I had sick days? Yeah. Have I been sick on church days before? Yeah. Have I always been able to make it to every family thing? Have I always been able to do my work well? Have I always been able to do these things? There are the things I've done consistently for 100 days, but in this sense, something that I wanted to do that was healthy for me, was a check-in, was something to bring me closer to being able to make those healthy choices, have those healthy habits, be doing what I was meant to do, what I was created to do. This 100 days has just been a blessing and a success because of that. And yes, am I hoping to reach my weight goal by day 100? You better believe it. That's my goal still. But am I going to consider this a failure if I don't hit it? No, because my success has been showing up every day for myself and for others. But for myself, even just for 100 days, every day, consistently. Even if it wasn't perfect, even if I had to video for like 20 seconds and create like a minute-long video, I've done it, and I'm so thankful for that. And I do not contribute that all to myself. Because I'm going to be honest, you all, the like 10 of you who have subscribed to my videos, and the like 15 of you who I think have watched my most popular video, and for the one person who's shown up and watched some of my videos, you know, and even for the videos that have received no reviews, I know God's been here with me, and I know I've been here with me. The dogs have sometimes been here with me if I've been babysitting or dog sitting. So you know what? I count it success because I have shown up, and I've been encouraged to show up. First, it was for others, because I honestly didn't still feel like, one, I doubted that I could even do this. Then two, I didn't know if I was worth doing it still. There was a part of me that was like, do I really deserve to do this? Do I really need to take this step forward? There's still parts of me that's like that. And I think that's just something we deal with every day in our lives, because it's what the world wants to do. It wants to drag us down. And so I've shown up first for you all and for family and friends and community. But then I really have over time shown up for myself and realized that this is for myself too. Because are these the best videos in the world? No. Are they consistent? Sometimes no. Do I ramble all over the place? Sometimes yeah. Do I have goals? Yes. Do I always make them? No. Do I always meet them? No. Do I always remain consistent? Do I change things sometimes? Yes. So I have stayed consistent, but have I changed things a lot? Yeah. So I think to me, the success is that I've shown up for 100 days straight, first for everyone else, and then realizing that, no, I truly do deserve this. I don't even know if I want to use the word deserve, but just, I am worthy of this because this is helping me do what I was created to do. And it's been like an act of worship for me. It's like I consider this holy ground when I come to the video to do this. Even on a short one, I show up because I think this has purpose. I think I have something to share, either with myself or with others. And I sure hope that what I'm sharing with myself will help me more capable of helping others. And then I sure hope that what I'm sharing is helping you when you watch this video. And so, I don't know, I guess I just wanted to reflect on that a little bit and say that I've been doing some really deep reflection and thinking. And part of that is because I'm also, even though I'm coming up on day 100 and I'm going full force to the end, I'm not giving up. But what I was going to say to myself and to others is that, but this has always been about 100 and beyond. So what I've been doing is doing a lot of reflection, deep thinking, a lot of prayer, a lot of meditation on it, a lot of just meditation on scripture and just journaling and thinking things through and realizing that, like, I'm trying to determine, where do I want to go from here? What will that 100 and beyond look like? And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. And it's just been a great journey already. And I'm excited about this. I actually think for the first time, so my dad asked me, so my mom and dad and I went to breakfast last week at Cracker Barrel when we were in Birmingham. And so I flew into Birmingham, and we went and visited with my grandfather because, he's not doing well, and at any time he could just, leave us. Sorry, my battery's low. But at any time he could leave us. So I flew into Birmingham, and my parents met me there, and we went over and got to visit with my grandfather. And I also got to meet my new cousin. And so it's almost like, well, and we sang Christmas carols to him, some of his favorites. And we laughed and we had fun and joy together, and we had dinner, and I got to just look at him and remember all the memories and and yes, was it sad and hard to see him sitting there like that, laying there like that? Yeah. And to know that he truly doesn't always recognize us, and a lot of what goes on around him isn't aware of, but to also see what's lived on in his soul and spirit. My grandparents, and I know you'll say I'm biased, but all four of my grandparents, some of the most amazing people I've ever known, some of the strongest people, some of the most faithful people, the people with the strongest faith that I've met, with hope and the hearts to give and serve, and to see that despite his Alzheimer's and his inability to remember us often and even just the basics of life, to see what has dwelled deep in his spirit, in his very soul, what's etched there in his spirit and soul, even to the end of his brain and physical body deteriorating. To see his mind, his sharp, intelligent mind deteriorate has been hard. But to see that the emotions that he's still himself, and even deep down, even on the hardest days, deep down in his spirit and his soul, he is still who God created him to be. And he still remembers things. And for him to say, I love you, and to really feel that despite that he doesn't really know what's going on, to see him look at you and say, I love you too. And it was a blessing. And then for him to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and that he enjoyed our caroling with him. And I don't know if this is the last time I'll see him on earth or not. I don't know if this is the last time I'll physically see him here, and I'll see him again someday, but this could be the last time I've ever seen him, and it was just a blessed event. And then to also see a new life, 7-week-old little second cousin to me, but my cousin's son, and to get to see him, a beautiful new life. And then to drive up to Nashville to see my other family. We all decided to do some fun things in Nashville together. And I got to finally go to the Grand Ole Opry. I've been trying to go for years. So finally got to go. We got to go to the For King and Country Christmas concert, which I still don't know how they got tickets for that. Because it sold out so fast, they had to do a second show. They had to add a second show after the fact so people could go. But we got tickets to the Grand Ole Opry. Finally, I've made it there. There's so many artists I've wanted to see there. And I didn't get to see Dolly Parton except in a video. They had, for King Country, one of their songs on the big screen in the back, they had the part where she sings with them, and they had a recording of her. So I said, I finally got to see Dolly at the Grand Ole Opry. So I said, if that's the only chance I get to see her in life or at the Opry on the screen, or even just kind of in person, I will take it, because I love Dolly. And I know I've never met her in person, but just what she has done for our community in Appalachia, that part of Appalachia. Yes, I'm from a different part. My family's from Virginia, but still, my family's from a different part of that, area up in Southwest Virginia. And just to see what she's put back. But I did go to school in Tennessee, and to see what she's put back in the community, and the genuine, down to earth, no apologies for who she is, but one of the most gracious. I don't know. I love seeing a strong but kind, good Appalachian, heartfelt, strong woman who reminds me of my grandmothers, who reminds me of my mom and my aunts and my great aunts, and just to, I don't know, if I never get to see her though, either in person, ever meet her, or get to see her at the Grand Ole Opry, I finally got to on a recording, and I'll take it. And so, but we got to go to the For King and Country concert, and that was amazing. It was really good. They are so energetic and active and are interactive with the audience, and the things they do with the lights and the movement and the props and the scenery and the different fun music and the interaction and the genuine, heartfelt, communication, and what they do with Compassion International, and all just I don't know, it was just a blessed event to do that too. And then above all and beyond that, to get to see the rest of the family too, and hang out with them and do things, and I don't know. So anyways, I just wanted to share a little bit about that. But as I come up on this, and then now that we're back here home, we're gonna spend time at my sister and brother-in-law's house, and they're gonna do some stuff here. Sorry, I've got a little bit of cough. It's dry, and the weather's moving in today. Excuse me. But I am super excited to reflect, to really dig deep and say, where do I want to go from here? What do I want my beyond to look like? And do I know? And if not, what can I do to just keep moving forward? Even if I don't know what the beyond looks like, and I never will fully, but even if I just keep moving forward, keep doing things to keep my momentum, to keep doing things for my health and for others, then I will do that. And so I'm excited to see where this goes, but I just wanted to check in and say hi and share a little bit about my self-reflections and just some of my thoughts on things. And then also just give you a little bit of a talk about what my trip was like and stuff. And then also just, looking forward to what's after the 100 days. So I'm certainly going to end the 100 days strong. I can't wait to share that with you. Certainly, I hope to meet my goals, but I feel like it's been a success no matter what, because I've been consistent for thus far. And then also to look at what is truly beyond this, and that this is not over yet, because my life, I want whatever days, years, decades beyond this 100 that I have. If I either really make it to 100 years, or if I make it to, I don't know what it looks like. We never do. And so, but I want again, this is all about, no matter how long my 100 and beyond is, I want it to be filled with living, to bring glory to God, to be serving others, and to be living the life that I was created to live as best I can on this earth until the next. So, I don't know. I know that some of that may not be all that you believe in or think, but I want you to know, truly, deeply heartfelt, like, I'm still working on things in my own life, and I'm always processing and questioning and doing. I'm always looking for new answers and things when I have questions. I'm a teacher. We love continuing to ask questions and learn. And I'm certainly solid in a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I couldn't give you 100% answers on. I try my best. And so I'm in this life journey too, right? I'm processing, I'm looking through things, and I don't know what you believe, but I want you to truly know from deep down in my heart, I want to be here both for myself, to live the purpose I think God has created me to have, to bring him glory, to serve others. That's I want this to be genuinely that I am giving back to others too, because people have helped me so much, and God has brought so many people into my life to bless me, and I want to do the same. And maybe that's the gift that I can give too, as I think about the Christmas season. And today is the solstice, the shortest day of the year, the longest night of the year. It is the start of the astronomical winter. It is essentially the start of winter season. It is not the same as like the climate change, but it is the astronomical change. And so I think that on this coldest, oftentimes coldest, not always, but this coldest kind of time of year, this oftentimes coldest day, this shortest day, this longest night, this representation of this kind of death, contemplation, contemplative, darker, not bad necessarily, although it can be a bleak season. It can be a signal of death and darkness, and the earth kind of going into this hibernation and slumber. And maybe you feel like you're in limbo. Maybe you feel like your life is dead right now. Maybe you feel like there are things in your life that are dark. But joy comes in the morning. The night doesn't last forever. Dawn will come. Spring will come. Life will come. And death and darkness in this season are necessary. It is a symbolism. Well, it's necessary for the cycle that we're in on earth right now. And you need death oftentimes to bring life. In fact, that's one of the greatest gifts we've ever received, is death to life. And so my hope would be that no matter what you believe, that you would understand, or maybe feel, I don't know. I don't want to be shoving all this at you, but I do hope you genuinely know, and I know you don't know me necessarily, or if you're family and friends, you do. I want you to genuinely know that right now I am wanting my gift to be that I hope something in my story of darkness to light, whether that's in the temporary or long-term kind of story that I've had, that I am, one, taking care of myself so I can help take care of others and I can glorify God through that, but also that I genuinely hope that I'm helping you or speaking something bright and positive and true into your life. And that I'm sending some kind of love into your life, the love of God that I've been given, that I could give to you, that others have demonstrated in my life. God has sent so many people in my life to intervene and to help me when I was down and out and when I was at my lowest, and who loved me anyways because someone did that for them. God sent someone to them. And to know that God loved me and that he loves you, but that maybe he's sending me to do the same for you. So I don't know. I don't know what that looks like for you, but I do hope that no matter what you celebrate this season, no matter what you believe, you would know that there is someone here who I may never meet you in person. I may never know who you are. I may know you, I don't know. But that there is love. There is love. God loves you, and he sends people like me to maybe speak something into your life, just like he has into mine. So I don't know. I wanted to just say that and hope that this could be a Merry Christmas gift for you too. And just, I know it's not Christmas yet, but we're moving there, and I've just been very reflective and contemplative lately. So, all right. Well, you all are awesome, and I genuinely hope you have a great, blessed day and that you stay warm. It's supposed to be very cold in a lot of places. We're supposed to be sub-zero very soon. Snow is supposed to move in a little bit, and then we're supposed to be sub-zero for quite a few days here, and then maybe warm back up. So we'll see. But I hope you all stay warm, both in spirit and soul, mind and body, and that just you stay physically warm and comforted no matter what your Christmas and holiday season looks like right now. All right, I love you all, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.